Great. So let's continue with 6 reasons why recruiters and sources need to have an outstanding online brand. Seriously, the benefits of this far outweigh the cons, and some of us just need to embrace the world of going online. The whole world has gone digital. Everyone's online since COVID, and it's well worth doing this because what you're going to start noticing are things like your response rates to your reach out to passive talent is really going to increase. And it's going to open the door for so many more people to get in touch with you so that your candidate pool is going to grow exponentially by you not doing a lot of work. And that's what it's all about. So the first reason that I really feel that it's so important to have an outstanding brand is that you really want to be standing out as a thought leader in your chosen industry. And this is something that I found that recruiters and sources of talent don't really think that they have the ability to do. They think of thought leaders as leaders and pioneers in other industries. But you really can do this yourself. It's not that difficult. All you need to do is to be sharing powerful content about your industry that is going to help people to make informed decisions about the next step in their career journey, or it's going to add value to them in their current role. So the internet's a busy place, and the recruitment world is a busy world. So you definitely need to stand out because there are a lot of people trying to achieve what you are also trying to achieve. So if you are standing out, again, I'm hoping a lot more of your inbound traffic from talent is going to be heading your way. So think of yourself as a thought leader or a trusted advisor, to use those irritating buzzwords, but that's really what you should be aiming to do. My opinion with this is you can only do this if you have chosen to really specialize in a niche industry. So you want to be the go-to recruiter in the financial space, the go-to recruiter in technical or whatever it might be. So this is something that I really want you to aim to be doing this year. Also, if you have a strong online brand, it builds trust with your candidates. So as I mentioned earlier, is the activity when you send a cold reach out email to a candidate is they normally going to go to Google and they're going to put your name in there. And they're going to try and find out as much information about you as possible. Now, a lot of us as recruiters think that the candidates are going to go directly to LinkedIn because we spend all day, every day in LinkedIn. Where candidates actually go to Facebook first. And the reason why they go to Facebook is they're looking for mutual connections. So they're looking for the friend that they can quickly send a message to saying, hey, I've been contacted by this recruiter, Vanessa. I see you connected to her on Facebook. Is she worthwhile, a conversation? So if you are building a good online brand, you look good online, people are more likely to respond to you. But if people are finding negative things about you, I've had people Google their names in my training, and next thing there's complaints about them on Hello Peter that they had no idea existed. They're not going to take the time to respond to you to say why they're not going to respond to you. They're just going to ignore you. So you need to make sure that when you Google yourself, you look good, because this will instill trust in the candidates that are not on the market, that are probably you're going to need to take up a lot of their precious time in order to assist them to find another position. Also, you want to be memorable. So again, this is all about standing out. So you want to be memorable to candidates. So when they do have that bad day, or 3 months down the line or 6 months down the line, when they realize that actually it's time for a change, I'm bored in this current position, or I'm looking for something else in another area, you are going to be memorable and they are going to remember you. It's no good just getting really enthusiastic, posting for 2 weeks in a row every single day on whatever your chosen platform is, and then going quiet. It's about turning up, and it's about being consistent. Also, it's a lot easier to sell yourself and your company if you have a great online brand. People are going to gravitate to you. They're going to want to work with you. So this is a prime example in my previous role where I was working, as I had positioned myself as the go-to recruiter in the IT Microsoft space. And I had so many inbound applications, and it was wonderful because I didn't really have to source anymore. And that's what I want you to achieve, because it actually frees up so much of your time in order to just keep delivering, keep innovating in your role. So you are much better able to sell yourself, sell your value offering if when people Google you, you look good, or the first time they hear your name isn't actually the first time. They've seen you present on a webinar, you've maybe spoken at a community night, something off Meetup, something like that will really add value to the community and will make you look good. Also, the thing is that what we've also got to think about is why are we in these roles? You know, as recruiters and talent sources, a lot of people start working and they think, okay, I'm going to go and work in this because I love people and I really want to assist people. And 3 months in, how many people turn around and say, oh my God, I can't deal with people. They always let me down. But you need to dig deep to define your why. So in order to come up with your online brand is you can't just take someone else's online brand. It's got to be genuine. It's got to be authentic. So you've got to start thinking about why are you in recruitment? Why did you choose this career? I mean, no one studied to be a recruiter, did they? So you've got to sit down and have a long, hard conversation with yourself about why am I doing this? And that's really going to influence your online brand. But I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. And the final thing is that and you've heard me say it more than once, is that recruitment, if it hasn't already, it is going to go global. The world has a scarcity of skills. So what's going to happen is that we are now, as recruiters, going to be recruiting globally. It's coming, it's building. A lot of people are doing it already, but it's going to become more and more prolific this year. So if you have a good online brand, you can actually build relationships with people anywhere in the world. One thing that COVID has taught us is that we don't always need to have in-person engagements. Don't get me wrong, in-person is great, but you don't need them. If you've got a strong online brand, you can actually connect with people anywhere in the world and you can build solid relationships with them. And that is really, really going to help your career in the future.